Hey everyone, RJ here filling in for our producer who's still a little bit under the weather. Thanks for returning for episode 2 of Luck and Chaos. Let me see your resume part 2. If you're enjoying the podcast and want to help us without spending a dime, consider leaving us a review on your podcast platform of choice or by leaving a comment or two on YouTube. These small acts really help the show grow. Also, if you want to join our Patreon, you can hang out with the cast on Discord, access Patreon-only content, and help keep the lights on. Whatever way you choose to support us, we're happy you're here. Enjoy the show.
Everybody, how's it going? Thank you so much for joining us tonight. We are live. We are here. We are all sorts of silly tonight. I am in the process of getting over a cold, so if I sound a little weird today, just roll with it. Don't point it out. Or do. I'm not your mother. Bully me if you want. That's fine. Make a meme out of me. So today we are here for the next session of Luck and Chaos. This is a homebrew adventure that supports the third-party publishing industry. All of the players here are playing third-party published classes, and they will be doing some fun stuff. So if you're interested in knowing any more about that, you can check us out over on YouTube. Our first VOD is available, the edited version of the VOD, as well as on Spotify. And I believe Apple finally processed our podcast as well. So I believe we are available on Apple today as well. Either that or it'll be, it takes a little while, so it might not show up till tomorrow. But we are available both in video and audio format for you. Just hit my funny bone. And if you want to know about us, check the video descriptions of any of those. Or if you want to go over to YouTube and watch the live there, we have all the info there, as well as all the stuff that I'm going to be using. We are going to go around and introduce ourselves in a moment. First, I'd like to just thank everyone for being here. And if you would like to support the show and others like it on the channel, you can go to www.hypegoblin.com/links, or just hypegoblin.com and navigate your way over there. All of my affiliate sponsorships are there. That money helps me cover the cost of running shows like this, as well as our Patreon over at patreon.com/thehypegoblin, where we post after shows of this game as well as others, and we will be including some other behind the scenes stuff, as well as the lineages that all of my characters tweaked a little bit from the standard 5e ones that they are playing. And we'll be releasing those as that information gets revealed in game. So with that, let's go around and do our intros. Satan, go ahead and kick us off.
Hi everyone, my name is Satan or Alessa Vamp on the internet. Today I will be playing Yuiza, Anacaona. She's a wood elf rogue. She goes by she, her, I go by she, they, and that's me.
Hey everybody, I'm Zachary Vaudo. I'm playing Arat Kshizhin, the Oracle.
Well, howdy there, folks. I'm Abby, and I'll be taking on the role of our lovely little Ahuling Fisscourth, cleric of the same breed, and we both use she, her pronouns.
Hello everybody, I am RJ. Today I'm playing Su-Long Shen, He's a human. We both go by he, him.
Wonderful. And I am Sara Roberts. I use she, her pronouns, and I will be playing the world and everybody in it that these fine folks get to interact with today. And with that, I don't think we have any more announcements today, so let's go ahead and kick it right off. How's that sound, y'all? You ready? You ready for this?
Yeah.
Okay. So tonight on Vampire the Masquerade.
Wait, what? I can bring back
just
Norman.
Kidding. Tonight on episode 2, Let Me See Your Resume, part 2. Last week, this party met by chance along a dusty and busy road. Arat and Su-Long took the lead in investigating the issue that had them all held up, while Fisscourth and Yuiza joined in not long after. After assisting Arabelle and Galwin with their broken cart and retrieving their horses, the group investigated a peculiar well in the woods, and the party soon discovered they were all en route to the same event. A job interview with the Wardens, the guild that is responsible for serving the entirety of the realm, not just any one political leader or faction. We left off with the party enjoying drinks in the only tavern / gambling hall / inn in the village of Dulhen, which is where we pick up today. What are y'all doing?
I believe that we've all eaten, so I think we were going to finally meet with the Wardens once they were done, yes?
Oh, yes, they are hopefully
Yes.
ready to receive us. After all, look at us. We're glorious, fabulous. They should hopefully be ready.
We sure are something.
Something.
Oh, I'm sorry. Are we done eating?
Are you done eating? I can't tell.
I can be.
You can probably get like a little to-go box or something.
You can do that?
Right.
They
You
come
can
in
do anything if
pints?
you ask for it.
Yes. Sometimes they have little wooden like containers that you can like put your leftovers in, and then you take them with you and you can eat them later.
Excuse me, bartender. May I
Uh,
have a to-go box, please?
Yeah. How much you got there? Do you need just one box? 1, 2?
Su-Long looks down at his food and just like, you know what? Never mind. Whoa.
So just the check then.
Please.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank
And the bartender will leave and return shortly with the check for you all to pay and take your funds. So where are we heading to now?
We should probably head to the guild, yeah?
Yes, they're whole.
Yes, please,
Let's
if you
go.
wouldn't mind leading me there.
Of course. Do you want to hold my arm, or are you okay with just walking by yourself?
Whichever
I can
is
walk.
fine.
Oh.
I'll offer my arm and like take his hand and put it on my arm.
And I'll follow.
Mm-hmm.
Su-Long, if it would make you feel better, you could also hold my appendage. I'm told this is comforting, yes?
A little hand slips into the crook of Fisscourth's arm and just. I can see it.
Yes.
Wonderful.
I wonder if we hug you whenever you're ready to be hugged, of course, and like you wrap your like, wings around us, it'd be like really like nice and like comforting because you're like, you know. Sorry, we're walking and talking.
Yes, definitely walking and talking. Fisscourth will blush. Just Sue.
As you exit this establishment, can I get a dex save immediately from everybody? As a group of kids are getting a little rowdy outside of the tavern.
Oh no, children.
That's a 15.
Okay.
The BBEG of this campaign. A child.
22.
Okay.
18.
19.
Fabulous. As you step out into this busy street, it is towards the end of the day. People are coming home from work. There's kids running about. School has let out, and you narrowly avoid being plowed into by a bunch of kids playing tag in the street. One of them just chuckles at you all and goes, I like your ears. Bye. And runs off.
Bye.
They're so developed. How, at this age, we're still clinging to our mother's teats. That's so strange. They can communicate.
Yes, I think that starts happening around like, I don't know, 3 or 4.
4?
Yeah.
I have so much to catch up.
We need to get you to a library.
Anyone who wants to can roll me a nature check if they want to know about how old these kids are.
Sure. I have +0. 11.
Okay.
I don't care.
I've got a -2 to my nature checks. I bet I can tell how old these kids are.
I bet you can.
That's a 1. Those are newborns.
Yuiza, you made it over the DC 10. These are probably like 11, 12-year-olds.
Yeah. They're like 11 or 12-year-olds.
They're the size of an infant.
But how old are you?
We don't count days. I know I've been around long enough to fly and be blooded.
Everybody develops at different rates.
Yeah.
And for some, the amount of time that this child exists is their entire life. And for some, an old man is but a child to them.
We will go
Wise
to the
words.
library after, yes?
Yes.
I need to catch up. I feel very behind. But the guild, yes, guild.
Walking and
Which
talking.
building is the guild?
It is all the way at the opposite end of the street. This town, it's not really much of a town, it's more of a village size. It is basically just one big long U, and at the turnaround you have a temple and then the Wardens, and off in the distance there seems to be a bathhouse. So you'll be walking all the way to the opposite end of the village.
Over there. Walk and talk.
Walking.
But you are all outside of the Wardens. Do you head in?
Yeah. Just gonna open the door with Arat next to me. And just like, hello?
Oh, where have you been? I went in to give you a good word, and I thought you just like disappeared in the building.
No, we went to go eat. And we're really hungry.
A long and treacherous journey, you understand. There was a horse. Many, actually.
Yeah,
There's 2
they
horses.
have those in town. And Galwin gives you a very odd look, but says, "Come on in, and they're in this way," and opens the door for you all to head into the head office. As you file in, Galwin will introduce you. There is a tiefling gentleman standing in front of a large oak desk laden with papers and knickknacks and a picture frame, which you cannot see the front of. He is red with large curling back horns and long, dark, reddish, almost black hair that hits his shoulders and a large scar across one eye. In full leather armor. Looks like he's about ready to run off and go fight in battle. Galwin will introduce them as Pascal, Pascal, he, him. And the other figure behind the desk is introduced to you as Toby. Toby is a 3-foot tall deep gnome, purplish in color with dark red hair. His hair is cropped rather short. However, the top is left long and it's rather curly, and there is a bright teal streak up at his widow's peak that curls back into his hair, and he has a nicely shaped goatee. And he's sitting there with a stack of papers in front of him, some of varying sizes, and welcomes you. And hi! We were worried we were gonna have to get a party to go out and search for you, and everyone's kind of grumpy about it. But welcome. It's a pleasure to meet you. I'm Toby Glimspark. Come in, please. So I received all of your letters. You all are interested in working for the Wardens?
Yes.
Yes.
When do we start?
Yes, indeed.
Well, we have to. There is a procedure. I am. Fisscourth, was it right?
Yes, the Fisscourth.
The Fisscourth. Okay. And Toby will note that in on one of the papers. All right. Well, I can either do this as a group interview, or I can do this individually. Whatever you all are comfortable with. Do you have a preference? I've heard you already work well together, so I figured you might as well just get sent out on some group.
Yeah, group interview.
Okay, group interview. Fantastic. All right, and oh gosh, I have it here somewhere. And he starts rooting through his desk and pulls out a very long scroll and begins asking you all some questions. Can you all just why do you want to work for the Wardens? First of all,
You want us to be honest?
I would prefer that. Yes.
Well, for
do
me,
I need to put you in a zone of truth? Or?
Oh no, I'm just asking to clarify.
Okay. Yes.
Well, for me, I really need money. I need a job, and I have really good skills to help out people on like adventures. So I figured this would be the perfect fit. So like, you guys give me money, and I'll give you my services. You know, you can exchange money for goods and services.
You can exchange money for goods and services. Okay.
Yeah.
You can exchange money for goods and services.
Thank you. The rest of you, who would like to answer next?
Well, I'm the middle child of 3. My sister's going to get the farm, and my younger brother was the baby of the family, so he's going to be well taken care of. I don't get anything, so adventure, work, yay. I'm a very big fan of not starving.
Oh, okay. Who else? Like to go?
I could. I figured that I explained it rather well in my letter. I have abilities. You have money. I need money. You could give me the money and I could give you my abilities. There are not many like me. I doubt you've seen many like me. Therefore, you should give me money.
Right.
It's new to the surface.
I kind of gathered that, it's okay. I was a little taken aback by your resume when you said that you knew me and knew I had money, and that I would know you. So that was.
Oh yeah, that sounds
we'll
like a threat.
Yeah, it was
that
a little
sounds like a
threatening.
threat, Fizz.
Yeah.
I was told that being forward was good in interviews. I have done this. Now we know each other and we can exchange money for goods and services.
For goods and services.
Goods and services.
Is this?
We're teaching her about like how money exchange works.
Oh, fair enough. You, Arat, I believe.
Yes, Arat.
Arat. Why do you want to work for the Wardens?
I felt called to it. I've traveled much of the continent doing my work, and this is where fate has brought me next, and I feel as though I should put my skills to work here.
Okay.
Well, that answer's a lot better than the one I gave.
All of your answers are good and only vaguely threatening. Now that I have met everyone and understand the communication differences, but okay. What sort of skills do you all bring? As I'm sure you're all aware, we are responsible for helping many people across the realm, and there's nothing we look for in particular, but knowing what you can do kind of helps assign you jobs, I guess would be the best way to say it.
One for every place. I see. Quite similar to where I'm from. Although I hope you don't share all the similarities. That being said, I do possess abilities that many of your holy people do not. I can heal with a mere touch. I can fly for the most part. And more importantly, I can make your foes leave you alone. I'm told this is a preferable option on the surface. You can't just put them somewhere, like in another cave.
Do you normally put your foes in caves?
Well, I've seen people put them into caves. I've never done so myself. I've seen it happen, but I'm told that driving away enemies and even dispatching them is a preferable option. And I'm capable of this, yes.
Okay, good to know. What about the rest of you? Who would like to?
I am very handy with the blade, and she'll take out a dagger from her belt and kind of like do like a little flip with it. I also am really good at talking with people and getting information. You know, if we need witnesses, I can like talk to them and get them to tell me stuff. I'm also really good at sneaking around when necessary. I can yeah, that's it.
Oh, all right.
And I'm super friendly.
Who wants to go next?
Well, I'm martially trained in the Zon School of Fighting. I have a good understanding of accounting and also am able to read in both Common, Zon, Zarin, and Draconic and Elvish. I do have some combat experience with chasing off poachers and other pests in the fields, as well as, for lack of a better word, I am a workhorse.
All right. Can you turn into an actual horse?
No.
Okay. All right. But
I can pull a plow.
Fisscourth's gonna lean into Finn and say, that means he just works a lot.
I was going to say he doesn't have 4 legs.
No, he's not though.
I can't turn into a horse yet.
Yet.
All right. Would you
Yes, thank you. I'm rather well traveled around the continent. I've been told that I'm a bit of a people person. I come with much insight that others cannot give to the inner workings of many others. That and fate has seen fit to bless me with, we'll call them magical abilities from here to there, time to time. Mm-hmm. I'm also much more physically capable than I appear.
Okay. Wonderful. Yes, I saw in your resume that you said that you were a soothsayer in the northern cities. What cities were you in?
I've traveled to many. I did not learn all of their names, unfortunately, but over the mountainside is where I last came from.
All right. And let's see here. Su-Long, I see that you have experience as a receptionist as well.
Yes.
Okay. All right. And would you be interested in continuing any of those abilities? We're always looking for a receptionist out here.
I'd much rather be out in the field, but if you do have a spot open, I will gladly accept it.
Okay. Not a problem. There's plenty to do in the field as well. And
this is where just Su-Long leaves the campaign. I'm gonna be a receptionist, guys. Bye.
Okay.
For what it's worth, I can vouch for everybody here, having encountered them on the travels up here. Everybody immediately sprung into action to help those who were stuck along the way with retrieving their horses and mending their cart. If you're looking for people to help you, this is certainly the group for it.
Professional horse wrangling, yes, you can add that to the resume.
Pascal actually starts chuckling as he leans back on the desk and yeah, I heard that you went and got the horses when Galwin was too scared of him. That's awesome. And Galwin gives him a dirty look. Apparently there's a bit of a rivalry between those two. But you are all accepted into the Wardens. Toby will set you all up with a signing bonus. It's only, we're a little stretched thin out here. So you'll receive a 200 gold signing bonus and then a 250 silver monthly payment for your services, in addition to any jobs that you pick up along the way as well.
Or each or in total?
Oh, each, yeah.
That's most generous of you, thank you.
That's more gold than I've ever had at one time.
I could just quit right here.
Well, I mean, if you quit right here, then you do have to give the signing bonus back. But it is, yeah. You have to work for us for 90 days or else you owe us that money. I'm sorry.
Yes.
Yeah. That's how we avoid people actually just running off with the money.
Understandably.
Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. Yeah.
Mhm.
So do we get the gold and the silver, or like do we get the gold now and then the silver for the next month?
You will get both now. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And next month on the same date, we will pay you. Just stop in at any of the wardens, and they will check the ledgers to see whether or not you have been paid yet. We have a whole magical system that tracks it for us. It's new tech. They've really been working on it really hard over at the Magic Academy, but so far it seems to be working well.
Magical tithes. Oh yes, I could get used to this. What must we do to maintain these tithes? What shall we do now? Are we going to go obtain more magical tithes?
Well, you can. We're mostly working on assisting with the construction work around town, but that's all taken care of. Also, here, take these. And you all receive a pendant that can be worn as a pendant around the neck or as a badge pinned, depending on how you so choose. This will help you find the location of the nearest Wardens facility near you. It'll only always point you towards the closest one on this plane and others as well. Also, we do offer loans at a very low rate, as well as discounts on potions and merchandise if we have it in stock. We're a little low right now, so unfortunately I can't offer you all that much. But at some of the other locations, they do have a better stock. We're just waiting on our shipment. Apparently there was some kerfuffle on the road.
A kerfuffle?
That means trouble.
Is this related to what we encountered before, or is there something else that you might need assistance with?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's something I've already sent people out to deal with. I think it was related to the traffic jam before that caused the horses to run away. But if it escalates, I can let you know. But other than that, I think have you also arranged lodgings?
No, we've just arrived.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I know. I believe Arabelle just returned back to town. I know she usually has some rooms for rent, and the inn is pretty full with all of the construction work going around town. But sometimes they have rooms as well, so you could inquire there. Normally, we would have rooms here, but ours are still under construction. So
we should talk to Arabelle. She was so nice.
Yeah, she's a really nice lady. She makes all the potions for the guild, actually.
That's what she said. That's amazing. Oh,
hello, everybody. We are back and live in Technicolor. Unfortunately, it looks like Fisscourth will be off at the library for a little bit, researching these non-winged people that she keeps running into, expanding her knowledge on the developmental stages of children for these new companions of hers. With that, I believe everybody was talking about heading over to Arabelle. You all have money in your pockets.
Mm-hmm.
You have your first payment from the Wardens, and you are looking for a place to stay.
Mm-hmm.
Where are we headed to?
Arabelle's.
Arabelle? Okay.
Arabelle's, yes.
Okay. You all head on over, and it's a short walk down the street. It's about several buildings down. There's a building next to Arabelle's that appears to be in construction. She wasn't quite sure what it was, and just the foundations are essentially being laid. But you arrive at the Wands Want. It's a 3-story brick and wood building with large arching windows, and probably when you look at the building from the outside, it's probably each ceiling is probably very high ceilings in here, 10 feet up. a very grand establishment. And as she told you before, there are residencies on the second and third floors of this building. But you are outside the front. You can smell to your left a garden that is in full bloom. There's a mixture of veggie smells and fresh flowers and herbs that waft over that way. And to your left, just to the side of the door, you smell 2 very large lilac bushes, Arat. But you were standing outside the front door to the Wan's Wand. Do you go in?
It's a lovely place. Yes.
All right.
Su-Long's distracted by the garden for just a half second too long.
Hello.
As you enter in, you hear from the back of the room hi, hello, and all of a sudden there is a loud clattering of books and papers, and you just see over one of the bookshelves this plume of paper pop up into the air.
Are you okay?
Do you need help? She's gonna go back there.
I'm just walking towards the sound.
All right, you still hear the papers slowly drifting through the air as you approach with the others. And you all see Arabelle, ass over tea kettle on the ground. Her papers and books spread out about her, and a toppled over, very poorly made footstool that she had been standing on. Hi. I was reaching for my recipe book. I couldn't find it.
Su-Long, just averting his gaze, offers a hand down.
I got it.
Are you
okay?
Are you okay?
No,
I'm fully clothed.
I know, it's just...
He's shy. She'll help pull her up.
Oh, okay. Oh, hi.
Hi.
Well, it's great to see you all again. Was there something I can help you with?
Oh, yeah, the guild said you'd had lodging.
Oh, yes. Yeah, do you need a place to stay? I'd be happy for you to stay here.
Yes, all 4 of us will.
Uh-huh.
This is at the library. She had some stuff she needed to check out, but there will be 4 of us.
Oh, okay. That's fine. Do you prefer to stay together or separately? Or I didn't... You are all separate. I don't want to assume.
I believe separate, unless there is some...
Separate is fine.
Yes, unless
we
there's
just
some
met down the road when we met you, so...
Oh. Okay, right. Yeah, sure. I would be happy to show you to your rooms. Do you want to see them now? Do you want a tour?
I would
Of course, I'm not gonna
a tour.
Okay, great. I'm not going to charge you all the fees, so just don't worry about that. That's just something I tell the guild in case, they have someone who wants to stay here, but you all were so nice. It's just so nice to have company again.
You're very kind. Thank you.
Thank
I
you.
want to be like your best friend now. You're so nice.
Oh, thank you. That is so sweet. Right this way.
Do you happen to have a hammer and some nails? I could take a look at your
The stool looks really horrible.
Oh, sorry. It was a gift. I
sorry.
could. No, it's fine. It's fine. It's just one of the kids in town. I think brought it by, if I remember correctly.
You just put it in the corner and say like it's a sitting area for other people, because you will fall again.
You're probably right. Come on, right this way. Let me show you 2 rooms. And she will take you upstairs to the 2nd floor. So these are all the rooms that are available. They're all generally the same. The one over there that kind of overlooks the street. It is a little bit larger, and it also has 2 doors. So just so you're aware, it does connect to the bedroom next to it as well. But you can lock it from either side or from just one side. So whichever you would prefer. You can do that.
Do you have? Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, it's fine. I was going to say, if there is a room that gets more light than the others, I'm happy to take it. It won't really affect me much. But do you have a room that doesn't get as much light? I'm thinking that perhaps our friend mentioned she was much more used to caves.
Well, they all have rather large windows. I could put in a request to get some curtains ordered.
I think she would appreciate that.
Okay, there are some in there, but they're not like room darkening curtains. They're just more there for privacy. It does.
If you need to take mine to add on to hers, you can. I won't really have much use of them.
Okay. I will see what I can do about getting another curtain rod. In that case.
Do they all have desks? Or
Yes.
Does any of them have? Okay.
Yes, they all have desks and a dresser. Each one has a double bed and plenty of storage. You know, because the people who usually stay here, they need to store armor or they need to store their weapons and whatnot. One of them has a chaise lounge in it. It's that one over there. It's teal. It's very pretty.
That sounds fancy. What's a chaise lounge?
Something you recline on.
Mm-hmm. Often called a fainting couch as well.
Victorian fainting couch.
Mm-hmm.
Do people faint when they see it? To have something that makes people faint?
No.
Oh.
I'm not
Faint
sure.
Onto it.
I'm not sure where the name itself comes from.
Okay. Can I have the room with the faint couch?
Yes, that'll be this way, and she will show you into one of the rooms that has a chaise lounge in it.
Yeah. This is the biggest room I've ever stayed in my life. That's amazing.
My friends, I do not know. What is the wingspan of our companion? Does she need the larger room?
I'm not sure. I think the rooms are... Yuiza's gonna go to the door of every room and look inside. Like, just moving around. I think they're all pretty large. I mean, she can have that one.
I typically need a room where I'm less likely to stumble over things, but if I want to make sure that I'm not taking away from I don't want her to be cramped in.
I don't think so. These rooms are pretty large. There's one in the back that's more like...
Narrow.
Like that one. That's more narrow.
That may be good for me then. It's less to navigate.
It seems like there's only like a desk between the door and the bed.
Perfect. If we can move that, then we should be fine.
Oh, you're welcome to rearrange them however suits you best.
I can't move them, but I'm sure you can. And she'll point to Su-Long.
Sure. I guess I'll take this one, and Su-Long will walk towards the eastern, basically the joint rooms.
And then Yuiza is taking the room opposite. Okay, and then this one will be Fisscourth's room down here. Great. There's already bookshelves that are stocked in all of your rooms. Those are just from my personal collection. You're welcome to look through them.
Oh.
The only thing I ask is that you just don't, if you bring them downstairs with you, just make sure that they make it back up here, because then people will try and buy them, and then I have to say no because they're not actually for sale because they're mine.
Okay.
I won't move a one, don't worry.
Okay. And you're welcome to the ones out here in this little sitting area as well. This door over here, that's right over here. That's the bathroom. All right, would you like me to walk you around so you can familiarize yourself
Please,
with
yes.
where everything is? Okay. Right this way. And she will take you by the elbow and walk you around, and she will point out where every light fixture, piece of furniture, where the wood floor stops and the rug starts.
As he's walking, you can actually see him like feeling out and occasionally like snapping in, like to get a sense of depth as he moves through.
And if there's anything that I can do to help you out at all, to help this be more manageable for you, please let me know. I don't mind putting anything in storage. I can put it all in the attic or down in the basement.
I do not have much. You created this entire place yourself.
Oh, I didn't create it. No, this was built by builders.
But you made it into what it is now.
Yes, I did.
It's very lovely.
Thank you. It is my life's work, and I kind of collected a lot in my teaching days, and I have a problem where I don't get rid of anything ever. So It's all here. It took four wagons to get here, but it's here.
Wonderful.
Miss Arabelle,
Yes.
is there a kitchenette space that's public use?
Oh, yes. There's a kitchen. It's downstairs, in the back.
Su-Long will walk out of his room and head over to where like the majority of people are, poke his head in. I could start some tea going if anybody wishes to have some.
I would love some tea.
One tea.
Sounds wonderful, thank you.
Miss Arabelle,
Yes.
you said you have you make like magic items and like potions, right?
I make potions. I sell magic items. I don't make them though. I'm not I'm not magically inclined like that. Members of my family are, but it's fine. But I can brew a mean health potion.
Ooh, so you have alchemical knowledge as well.
Yes. I can follow a
Wow.
recipe book, at least.
Amazing. Do you have magic items I could see? We got paid, so
Oh,
you know.
I do. What exactly are you looking for?
I have no idea. I've never had this much money in my life.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah. Why don't I take you all downstairs and I will give you a tour of the first floor and show you around there as well. And
Okay.
you can also look around.
Thank you, yes.
Mhm.
I'm going to reach out my
You're
hand and
so
put it on Su-Long's shoulder to walk down.
Su-Long will actively count the steps as they're walking down for Arat to just keep a mental note of.
And very quietly walking down, he'll say, my friend, our new companion mentions potions. Do you perhaps need one for your neck? I felt something textured.
Oh, no, that's I've had this since birth.
Yuisa's just gonna like just look at his neck.
It felt very different from the skin. May I inquire into it?
Oh, you may. I don't know how much you know about Zarans, but some of us have more animalistic traits than most.
I have not been to any of the islands, no.
My family is more of a, how to put this, of a scaled disposition,
Reptilian.
in a sense.
Fascinating. I did not know
They're
that.
so pretty.
I did not know these things would merge together.
As Yuiza says they're so pretty, Su-Long just hikes his collar up around his
Oh,
neck a
I'm
little
sorry.
bit. No, the first time out of the island, so I don't know how many people will react to it.
Well, we're
This is
walking
nice,
with
though.
like a 5 foot tall bat, so really.
That's true. There are many things that people will put eyes upon before you. I just happened to get a more detailed feel of it.
Plus, you shouldn't be ashamed of what you look like.
Not ashamed. I don't know the societal norms outside of my island, so I don't know if this is weird or not. Miss Arabelle, I saw some sunflowers outside. Do you mind if I take some of the seeds?
Oh, go ahead and help yourself. If you can get to them before the birds get to them, be my guest.
Shink axe.
He's
I'm
not
kidding. I'm kidding.
gonna. Oh, okay.
He's very delicate.
Okay, good. Because I'm working on making friends with the crows.
How do you do that?
Gross.
Oh, you leave them food regularly, and you don't scare them off.
So the way you make friends with most people.
Yeah.
Yes.
Very well.
I don't know about you, but I, as a person, am very food motivated.
Oh, they are as well.
And I do also like shiny things. Am I a crow?
No,
you
you're
didn't feel like
Yuiza.
one.
Okay.
Arabelle will give you all a tour of the first level. There is a office and seating area that she uses as her main bookkeeping office. To the back of the shop, there is a potion brewing area that she prefers be off limits because there is a lot of technical stuff that happens there, and she doesn't want anyone to blow up her shop. There is also a meeting room / dining room style room. It could be used for either. Off of that is the kitchen. It's a galley kitchen that runs to the back of the building. And there's a little breezeway hallway with more books and personal items in it as well. But Yuiza, you wanted to do some shopping.
I did.
All right, and above game, is there anything in particular you're looking for?
Anything that might help, like sneaking or like 5-finger discounts.
Cloak of Elvenkind, Boots of Elvenkind.
Yeah.
Okay. Unfortunately, she doesn't have any of that in stock right now. She does have a few things, though. You have the +1 prop sword. This is more of a gag, but it's really fun, and you do technically get to try and hit people with it. So there's that. And this is really, really cool. This is the ugly sweater of protection. And this is basically a cloak of protection, but it's themed as an ugly sweater instead. She tells you that one of her friends from the magic school invented this as a joke.
That's really funny.
There's also the arrows of anguish. These are a +1 arrow, and they have some additional magical abilities as well that you can invoke. So you can look through those. Then we have the powdered giant's hoof. This is a transmutation item. When snorted, you get the sure-footed trait of a giant goat. For a number of hours equal to your constitution modifier. There is also a spell pouch, which is pretty good for anyone who's a spellcaster. A bag of holding. Gotta put one in every campaign.
Yeah.
And the spirit bottle. When you open this bottle, it releases illusions of what appear to be 1d6 + 2 ghosts. So I will leave those for you to peruse through while Yuiza is shopping. What are the other two doing? What are y'all up to?
Su-Long has collected some sunflower seeds from the sunflowers, gone into the kitchen, found a mortar and pestle, and has begun grinding the seeds up so that he can turn it into tea.
Okay. Easily enough done.
Arat's just taking inventory of the place to become familiar with it. If he's supposed to be staying here for a prolonged period of time, he wants to make sure that he knows how to navigate it to the fullest extent. But he's listening in where he can to like the things that are for purchase here and there, and smelling the tea that's being made, listening to the sounds outside, etc.
Alrighty. Every once in a while, Arabelle calls out to you, table full of potion bottles on your left, 6 inches to the right.
Thank you.
Or on 6 inches to the left. Sorry, I'm bad with directions. And you can almost hear the grimace in her voice as she mixes up her left and her right.
He doesn't seem to like bump into anything if he's like right up on it, fortunately, but he is still getting a sense of where things are.
Wonderful. As you are all taking this in, Arabelle will finish up with Yuiza. Are you still reading through?
Yeah, but I'm done.
Okay. What are you looking at?
How much is this bag of holding? I don't have like a lot.
50 gold.
Oh, she'll place down 50 gold.
Oh, great. What color do you want it in? It comes in blue and purple and orange and green and red and yellow. God. And I think there's a chartreuse one as well.
I'm between blue and purple. Your call.
Okay, 1 minute. Close your eyes and turn around.
Okay.
Okay. And she will pick up 2 of them and stick them behind her back. Okay, turn around.
Okay. Should I open my eyes?
Yeah, you can.
Okay.
Left or right?
Right.
Excellent. Roll me a d20.
Okay. 15.
All right. Odds. That is the purple one.
Purple. I love it.
Anything else?
Can I buy one of your potions of healing?
Oh, yes. Do you want a regular? Do you want a greater, superior, supreme?
Probably a regular, because the other ones sound a little bit more expensive.
Okay. Those also start at 50 gold, and then they go up by 50 each. Each tier you go up.
Well, I'll do the 50 gold one. So that is, I've not ever spent 100 gold ever in my life in one setting, so that is a lot. But I feel like it's going to be useful, and I would rather not die.
Not dying is a good call. Very good call. Here you go, and she will hand you over a regular potion of healing.
Thank you.
Which, for those listening at home, the potions of healing in this world can be taken as a bonus action if they're administered to the player who purchased them, or as a action if the player is administering to them to someone else, but they do their full amount of healing, because I don't like rolling all ones on healing potions.
I got the bag now, and I got my potion. Guys, I have a bag of holding now. I can, hold a lot of stuff in it.
Congratulations!
Yeah.
That'll be very useful.
And, it can be, not all of it, but, we can use it for, group stuff. Because I just turned to Arabelle. Apparently, we're, a group now. It's really cool.
Oh, you're a group?
Yeah.
Like the kind in the stories?
Like the kind of stories, yeah.
Oh, I love adventuring groups. I've always wanted to be a part of it. I've never been able to because, I just make things. But I absolutely love reading about them. One time I got to go and appraise a magic item. They found this artifact and it was in the middle of nowhere and it was so much fun. Turned out it was cursed and everyone almost died, but it was a lot of fun up until then.
Well, that sounds like an adventure in its own right.
Yeah.
It was. Well, it was a lot of sitting and waiting and then almost dying. But after that, yeah, in hindsight, it was a lot of fun.
I feel like adventures have a lot of almost dying, so I would classify that as an adventure, really. And what if since we're with the Wardens now, right? So we'll get stuff and we'll go adventuring, and then we'll probably come back here and be like, oh my god, Arabelle, look at all the stuff we did. We'll tell you all the stories so you can know firsthand what we do, and it's gonna be great.
I would love that. Speaking of which, I was going to post this for the Wardens, but if you all would just like to take it directly, I do have something that needs to be done that I really don't have time to do.
Yeah.
Certainly.
Yeah.
Okay, good. I just got back, and with them building the guard barracks and my orders from the Wardens, I need some more potion supplies.
Okay, we can do that. Do we still have to tell the guild and they'll pay us, or will you pay us, or is this a free?
I'll tell them that you did work for me, that I would have submitted, and they'll just count it towards working for the guild. Toby is he's very lax on what counts as work for the guild because they serve everyone. So as long as you're doing work for someone, and you're not, murdering people, I think that he counts it as work. Occasionally he counts murder as work, but very rarely.
Very well then.
Yeah. Okay, no murder unless needed.
Yes.
Got it. I mean, it's picking up potion supply, so really, I feel like most murder we'll do is a plant we gotta cut off,
Agreed. This should be simple enough. We're happy to help.
Mm-hmm. Wonderful. Here's the notice that I was going to turn into the Wardens just so you have your own documentation. And here's the list that I need as well. And the documentation is 5 GP per person, plus a magic item and or potion of your choosing from the Wand's Want as payment. She needs someone to go to the forest to get a jar of naughty sulphus bark, 3 live frogs, and 1 basket of various herbs. And she will provide the basket for you and all of the containers.
So just
Wonderful.
Any herb?
Oh, no, these... various herbs is my way of saying I'm not going to list them all.
I was damn, just any herbs, okay.
Yeah. No, she does give you with a specific list, and there's a little booklet. Since I don't believe any of you are rangers, she'll hand you a little booklet of what they look like as well.
DM, I do have the Outlander background,
I will still take the booklet.
which describes you have an excellent memory for maps and geography, and you can always recall the general layout of terrain, settlements, and other features around you. In addition, you can find food and fresh water for yourself and up to 5 other people each day, provided the land offers berries, small games, water, and so forth.
Okay.
I could also make a survival check. I'm proficient in it.
Sounds good. She'll still give you the documentation to help everybody identify things.
Would you tell our friend if she comes back early where to find us so that she can join in the escapade?
Oh, yes, of course.
Awesome. Amazing.
He's ready, by the way.
Tea. I wonder what kind of tea he made. Did we tell him what kind of tea? What kind of tea did you make?
Sunflower seed. Miss Arabelle, do you have a preference to teapot? Because I don't want to touch anything that's,
Oh, I don't have a teapot. I just have a pot that I put the water in, and then I put the...
Perfect.
Okay. And she literally just has a pot with a lid.
Oh, that's what he's been using. Like, I was going to transfer it to a teapot.
You probably picked the right one. It's a nice kitchen, and it's sizable, but it's bare bones stocked. She doesn't appear to be much of a cook for someone who brews potions for a living. Food seems to be an afterthought for Arabelle.
What time of day is it?
It is probably pushing around noonish, 1 o'clock.
Okay. All right. Well, how about we'll go do this thing. We'll have tea. Miss Arabelle, do you stay here as well?
Oh yes, I live on the 3rd floor. That's
Okay.
where my room is.
Oh, amazing. How about if we get back early from gathering all your items, how about we'll go get some food, and then I'm gonna cook for everyone. We're gonna have a nice dinner because you're so nice. And then you guys are gonna have food, and then you can have leftovers, so like you really don't have to cook, you just have to heat them up if you have.
That sounds lovely. Is there anything I can go get while you're out?
I had to use up some of your milk.
Okay.
Okay,
It
so
was not bad.
do you have rice here?
Maybe.
Okay.
I can go get some.
Yes. So I meant like here, like the town.
Oh, in the town. Yes, at the
Okay.
general store they'll have it.
So we're gonna need rice. We're gonna need pigeon peas. Is anyone allergic to anything? Preference of meats. Can you eat meat or not?
You
Okay.
saw me mow down some meatballs.
That's true. We're going to need your preference of meat. If you prefer chicken or pork or beef, I'll leave that to you because it's like my little welcome dinner. And then we'll need cod, and we'll need flour, and then she'll start giving her a list of things.
Yuiza, this
Alright.
might be a bit much for one person to get by themselves.
Oh no,
it's our
fine.
dinner. Oh, to get. Oh,
I can get someone to help carry me home. Don't worry. Or carry the packages home, not me.
Either one.
package. Either one.
there are lots of small things, really. But yeah, here's the list.
Wonderful. And she will take that list and leave as you do. And I think that is where we are going to go into our mid-session break tonight, because I need some more tea myself. So we will be back shortly, everybody, and we will be heading back out into the woods. As you all set out, can I get some perception checks as you walk through town?
Sure.
21.
9.
Anyone? Okay. As you start walking through town, you see people, the hustle and bustle is starting to die down a bit. However, there is someone sitting on the side of the road near the entrance of town, and they have put up a makeshift stand. And they are shouting out, maps for sale. Anybody want a map? Get your fortune.
I'll take a map.
You look like the adventuring type. What kind of map do you want? Do you want just a map of town? Do you want just a map of the world at large? I have, for the right price, a map to a very lucrative dungeon, so I am told.
I'll take a map of the general area, mostly whatever's around town.
All right, here you go, fresh off the press, and he hands you a hand-drawn map of the town. It's very beautifully drawn, and it gets
accurate.
It is. That'll be 5 gold, please.
That's a lot for a map.
This is not just a map. This is a work of art. This was made by these two hands, painstakingly drawn.
It's very pretty. I'm not going to lie.
I can hang this up in my room. Carpentry Guild does frame work, right?
I would assume so.
Su-Long hands them 6 gold.
Okay. Go ahead and deduct that from your purse.
What is the map one? What is like the treasure one? Like the dungeon one?
Oh, well, it leads to a dungeon. This now, I did not draw this myself. This was drawn by a colleague of mine, and who is now one of the dearly departed. However, it is, I am sure that from such a reputable source that this leads to a great fortune, a modest fortune, if not a great fortune. I have not seen it with my own 2 eyes, but it's I would show you, but that would kind of defeat the purpose of selling it.
If you have a map to Great Fortune, why have you not gone to Great Fortune?
Because I'm but a humble map seller. I am not an adventurer. I have no party.
I'm gonna insight check this guy. Like if he's like if he's trying to like con us into buying a dungeon map or. Nope, 9.
Yeah, it's a dungeon. It's a dungeon map. He's selling you a map to a dungeon.
How much is the map?
This. Your friend said such nice things about my work. Normally, I would price this at 20 gold, but for you, I will price it at 15.
No, guys, should we buy it? I mean, I already spent a lot of money, and I usually don't spend this much money, so I feel bad, but the dungeon does sound very interesting.
Are we planning on adventuring into a strange and unknown dungeon?
You never know. We might get bored.
Is there a way to put this map on hold? We are about to go out.
On the quest.
It is first come, first serve, my friend. If you would like it, you can get it now. If not, I can't guarantee that it will be here. I do have to eat, after all.
That's true. Well, go ahead.
I feel that if we are fated to have this map, it'll be here at another time.
That is true. I trust this man's words with fate.
Right, well.
Thank you, though.
You're very welcome.
Your maps are beautiful, by the way. It's going to look great. Bye. She'll just walk off.
And he will wave to you as you all walk away with a jolly smile on his face. As you head down the road, you actually travel back the path that you went through previously. The path that you're going to take takes you through where you found the horses and further into the woods.
Oh, okay. So we need 3 or 2 life frogs, and we need herbs, and we need dirt. Did she say we need? Where's that list? I'm just gonna go through her bag. I think she said dirt. Did she say dirt?
No. Herbs.
Yeah, but she said herbs. She wanted live frogs, 2 or 3 of them. I would say 3 just in case. I don't remember.
It was exactly 3 live frogs.
3 live frogs. And something else. Oh, something about a bramble thing.
You do have the list in front of you, yes?
The player doesn't.
The character does.
Oh yeah, it's definitely this insert name of herb here.
Can I get certain survival checks as you walk back into the woods?
6.
23.
She's not looking where she's walking.
16.
As you near the end of the path where you found the horses, it's changed. Yuiza and Su-Long. Su-Long, what was your roll? 16?
16.
Okay, Yuiza, it's that feeling of deja vu. You've been here before, but something's off. Su-Long and Arat, you realize as you keep walking that there's no sound of water that there was here before.
Is it just me or does this place feel like weird now?
It does. Do you hear that?
No.
Exactly.
Oh.
There was a well here when last we were here, and I don't hear it anymore.
That's true. Huh.
Could you lead me over to where we found the well before?
Sure, can I?
Yeah. You head over there and you see the stump.
There's a stump.
With the stump.
Can I look over the edge of it? Give a little jump.
Is someone giving you a lift up? It was taller than you.
Oh, right. Su-Long.
Interlacing fingers.
Thank you. She's like, oh, let me move my.
As you are hoisted up over the edge of this massive stump, there is no well. It is just a stump that is cut straight across.
It's just a stump now.
It looks old, weathered.
Looks old and weathered.
You know, before heading into this forest, we probably should have asked Arabelle if there was any local legends.
What?
One would assume that she would tell us if there was any noteworthy local legends, but perhaps we missed a bit.
She does seem a bit scatterbrained, though.
I think she's great.
Oh, I'm not saying she's not great. I'm just saying she has a lot going on at the moment, so information might have gone forgotten.
Yuiza's just sitting on the ledge, just kicking her feet as she's talking down to you guys. Well, should we still do this job, even though this forest seems like super weird?
We've already committed to it, and we're here.
That's true. Okay. Su-Long, catch! And she'll just throw herself off the... She's gonna throw herself at Su-Long on the stone.
Can I get a dexterity check from Su-Long to see if you catch your party member?
No. Dexterity, you said?
Yeah.
15?
Okay. You catch her, no problem.
You are strong. Amazing. Thank you.
Did it work?
Yes.
I was
did
very
not
tempted
hurt
to just
myself.
step to the side as she was
That's
falling, but
really
that would be a mean
rude.
thing to do, yes.
Yeah, I thought we were friends. Once we get to like better friends, then you can do mean stuff to me, because that's like, good friends.
If anyone were to do it to you, then I get to punch them. Because
Yes.
that's my thing.
And if everyone does it to you, I get to stab them.
You two are getting along very well so far.
I mean, I would stab someone for you too, alright?
Thank you.
You're very welcome.
I don't know how much help I'll be in finding herbs if I'm supposed to be identifying them on site, but perhaps I could be better used with the frogs or something else on the list.
Maybe if you hear a frog, you can tell us and guide us to where they are.
Perhaps I may even be able to catch one or two.
That's true. Because frogs are like, visually, they like blend in with their like surroundings a lot. Like, I used to catch frogs when I was a kid. There was like a lot of like little mud places. And like, I mean, my parents didn't like it. But I used to like catch them. I was told very many times not to put them in my mouth. And I didn't. But I did make somebody else do. And they got very sick.
Well, you learned why you're not supposed to put them in your mouth then.
Exactly. Why experiment with myself when I can experiment with someone else?
Are you walking and talking?
Yeah.
I was mimicking walking and talking.
Okay. Can I get some survival checks?
15.
Okay.
14.
22.
Fabulous. For those who rolled above a 15 or above, Can I also get a perception check?
7.
17.
Wonderful. So, Yuiza, you see some large tracks in the mud as you walk along, crisscrossing your path, and then disappearing into the forest. All right, you hear the grunting and growling of a creature, not too far off, minding its own business.
There's something large nearby.
I found some
Yes.
berries. What?
There's tracks. And Arat hears something.
I'll point in the general direction of wherever it is. There's something large nearby.
I'll point at the tracks down.
Ah,
I don't know what it is.
It doesn't seem to have noticed us, but it's in this general area.
Actually, can I tell by the tracks what they are with the 22?
Do you have a proficiency in nature?
No. Su-Long, do you know what these are?
18?
These are bear tracks. These are big bear tracks.
I look around for any feathers. No. Seems to be some sort of earth sign. It's a big one, too.
A what?
A bear.
Oh.
As I said, it hasn't seemed to have noticed us yet, but it is in the general vicinity.
Maybe we should be very, very quiet. Should we,
So-
walk away from, the bear? I've never encountered a bear in my life, so I'm not really
Well-
sure.
Depending on the type of bear, you either have to make yourself look big or play dead.
I am 5 foot tall.
You can hop on my shoulders.
Okay.
Let's go the other way.
We'll go the other way. What are we looking for on this list? And storyteller, DM, I'm asking you, Isa, to read off the list again, which you have and I don't.
So these various herbs, 3 live frogs, and a specific silver something bramble thing. What was it again, GM?
It is the Naughty Sylphus bark.
Naughty Sylphus.
Mhm.
Is it Knotty or
Yes.
Naug?
You know the answer to that.
Listen, I gotta make sure.
Yes, it starts with a K.
Okay.
I think-
Sylphus bark. A bark.
I think you two will be better served with the bark and the herbs, as I can't identify them, but I can look for frogs.
Should we split off with a bear in here?
If you want to accompany Arat, I think I'll be fine by myself.
If you look at the directions that Arabelle gave you, she indicated an area that's still further into the forest.
Oh, we should keep going into the forest as Arabelle indicated.
Towards the bear tracks.
No, not towards.
Oh.
It's off to the side.
Okay. Yeah.
Hasn't noticed you yet.
Let's go further into the forest. Let's go.
Just following behind.
All right, are you going stealthily?
Yes,
I
am.
mean,
Can I roll physical?
I've got a walking stick and I'm being led by these two, so you make that call.
I would say that they can help you navigate, so you can just do a straight stealth roll.
18.
23.
RJ, what'd you roll?
4.
Wonderful. Since it's a group check, though, you all pass. So you had to hit a group DC, so you're fine. But yes, you get past the brown bear, and it does not appear to notice you. As you move further in, Su-Long, do you want to give me some more survival checks to see if you spot any of the herbs that you were looking for?
How many, just to expedite things, how many times do you want me to roll?
Just one. This is going to be for the herbs.
Natural 20 for 22.
Wonderful. Yeah, you start seeing them crop up as you move further into the forest and off of the path. And you are all able to stop and get them gathered up. So you have found your herbs, gotten past the bear. Do you continue on?
We do need to find the naughty silver bark
Yes.
and the frogs.
And I'll listen for frogs along the way.
Mm-hmm.
silver bark. What? Yes, what they said.
Wonderful. As you move further into the woods, you start to hear the trickling of a stream up ahead. All right, if you would like to help everyone navigate towards it, since you hear it first, you can give me that perception check.
Total of 20.
Fabulous. You hear it before anyone else does, and you just beeline for this water. You come across a river that is lazily trickling by. It probably rushes by in the early spring when the water from the mountains is flowing down and ice and snow are melting further up. But right now it is very nice, very peaceful. And you can all start searching for some frogs around here if you like.
Yeah.
What roll is that?
This will just be an investigation roll.
6.
No. I rolled another 1.
15.
Well, luckily for you, the DC was 15. So Arat is definitely able to point out to you two where these frog sounds are coming from. As it is getting later in the day and they are coming out and starting to sing their evening song. And you can collect your 3 frogs.
I like to imagine there's one that's like near his feet. He just slowly reaches down and scoops it up.
Hey,
Handing it over.
buddy. We put them in jars with the little holes in the lid.
Perfect.
Just kind of hold up the jar to her face like, hey, little buddies. They're so cute. Look at their big eyes.
Can I get some perception checks from everyone?
18.
18?
22.
7.
Perfect. Su-Long, you are preoccupied with a frog. Yuiza, you see across the lazily drifting by river, you see the beginnings of some small knotty sylphus trees. They are young. They are not the kind you will need to pull bark from, but it's a good indicator that further on in, you can pick up some more mature trees. All right, you smell this pungent, almost sulfury smell on the wind that is the indicator of this tree's bark. It is known for having this odd odor, and it's usually why you have to go off into a forest to find it. It's not something that someone's going to want to plant in their yard. But you smell whiffs of that drifting from across the water.
So that's what that smells like.
It's over there. She has the frog jar in her face and she's like looking through it and then like puts it down. I see the trees, the ones that we have to get. I mean, those look like too young to get the bark off, but if we follow them, we'll find more mature ones so we can get the bark off. And I think that's the last thing we need.
Amazing.
I see, and it's across the river.
Yes, does it look very deep or does it look shallow?
It looks pretty shallow, actually. It looks like it's maybe only knee-high.
It's only like knee-high.
Alright, well, I can wait over here, or I can be led across by one of you.
Leave you across, yeah.
Su-Long will step in front of Arat. Backpack time?
Ah, yes, backpack. And I'll just, cross again with the stick across the chest and hold on.
There, the shaft of Su-Long's axe just underneath your butt as a seat, and then just waiting.
I'm getting used to this.
Being put on like a backpack?
Yes.
Is it everything you've ever dreamed of?
I never dreamed of it before.
Ah.
Let's go. She's gonna take a stick if she can find one, like fairly long, to kind of like poke in front of her in case like it's deceptively shallow.
Yeah. Easily enough done. You are all able to ford the river, and your oxen and your cart do not drown. Congrats, you have just won the Oregon Trail.
Yay!
You do.
Crap, dysentery.
You do make it across easily enough and into these trees and travel further in.
Okay.
What is the marching order as you enter into this part of the forest?
I'd say Yuiza probably went ahead, like in front of them.
Okay.
Su-Long or Arat behind.
Yeah.
I'm on Su-Long's back until he puts me down.
Sounds great. As you all travel in, you see some larger trees further into the forest, back this way. And they're older, more mature. They're exactly what Arabelle describes, and they would be perfect for gathering this resource. Do you head further in?
Yeah.
Fabulous.
I don't like that fabulous at all.
You don't?
No. Not the way you said it, no.
Can I get some perception checks as you all move further into the forest?
21.
Natural 20, baby. For a 23.
8.
Less.
I'm not wise.
Nope. You got big muscles. All right, you begin to hear a rustling in one of the trees that sounds a little odd. It doesn't sound like the way a squirrel moves or the way a raccoon would move. It sounds both large and small at the same time. And there's no breathing sound that goes along with it. No chittering. Yuiza, as you move further in, you spot what appears to be 2 trees that turn and look at you as two twig blights make themselves known.
She's going to freeze, put a hand on Su-Long's chest.
What?
And she's going to point where she sees the twig blights.
What's going on?
There's 2 like tree-like creatures, small, I think.
If I'm a compass pointing north, which direction are they?
Don't point them to them.
I'm facing forward now.
Yes.
Thank
We
you.
are looking directly at them.
And they are looking directly at us.
Are they doing anything that worries them?
They're just there. But they're looking at us, and then we're looking at them.
Perhaps if we do not trouble them, they won't trouble us.
Okay. Well, I'm going to, you come with me, Arat. We're going to keep facing them, but walk around in a big circle.
Yes, please keep me pointed at them, if you don't mind.
So she's going to, do this path here. Kind of I'm assuming this is the tree that we have to get to?
Yes, that is one of them that you can go to.
Yeah. Unless there's, a closer one, but she'll kind of guide them here. And just look at them in the meantime.
Mm-hmm.
And be facing them the entire time with Arat also facing them.
Uh-huh.
I'm just gonna sort of wave a hand as I'm being moved, because I'm assuming that I'm being faced at them. So there's
anyone who has proficiency in nature can make me a roll.
Yay!
Nope.
The barbarian. Hey, 17.
Perfect. Su-Long, now that you realize that these are twig blights, you look about and although you can't distinguish any others, you know that they don't pair off. They live in large clumps and colonies.
Yuiza, Arat,
What?
they're not alone.
Shit.
There should be more of them.
Okay. Should we leave? Do we
With my
fly?
18 in the survival check, would I know that if twig blights are in this area, this is their area, essentially?
Potentially, it could be. They're not known to be super territorial, but if they have laid claim to a tree, they could defend it if it is their home.
If this is their territory and would disturb any of the trees, we might bring the entire colony down on us.
Are they on the tree that we need?
No, there's other trees.
Which might mean other twig blights.
Perhaps if we make it very well known what we're doing first, we can not surprise them.
He's just gonna keep slowly moving.
Oh, there she goes. Takes Arat by the hand and just starts dragging him towards Yuiza.
It's getting pointed towards them.
Hand on shoulder to keep Arat aligned.
All right, so you are moving forward, Yuiza?
Yes.
Okay.
Staring at them. And when she gets close enough to the bark, she'll kind of just start scraping at it with a dagger. Slowly.
Are you trying to do this stealthily?
No, just slowly. You know what? I'm gonna say yes to that.
Okay, go ahead and make me a stealth check.
The dice give it and the dice take it away. That's gonna be a 11.
Okay. You can start scraping some bark off of this tree.
Okay. Just start putting it into the jar.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, wash my back, everyone.
Oh, you're back. I'm
do
worried
what I
about.
can.
I mean, you know what I mean.
As you continue scraping, 2 more make themselves known, but they just watch.
How much bark do I need?
You need a whole mason jar full.
Start scraping faster.
Do you try to scrape faster stealthily?
She's trying to scrape larger chunks at a time now.
Larger. Okay. I'm gonna say that's probably not something you can do.
That's fair.
Stealthy.
Okay. Yeah, that's fair. She won't do it stealthily.
Can you roll me a survival check? We're gonna call this a survival check.
Well, I have a +3, but I rolled a 2, so that's a total of 5.
You don't realize this. Arat and Su-Long, if either of you would like to roll this as well, you can.
That ain't a tree.
I got a total of 20.
18.
All right. You hear something move directly above Yuiza, in the direction her voice is coming from. It's that same shrub-like movement sound that you heard. Su-Long, you look over and you see right above Yuiza, a twig blight is perched within the tree and starts making its way down towards her.
Aggressively?
Yuiza, you might want to back away.
It's rather difficult to tell.
I just need a little bit more. It's fine. I'm almost done.
Above you.
What?
Above you.
just gonna look up. Hi, little fella.
As you look up, the twig blight reaches down. Does a 10 hit you?
It does not.
All right, then you do not take that piercing damage. And we will be entering into initiative here. All right, Su-Long, you are up first as we enter into our first combat of the game.
Su-Long sees that the twig blight comes down and tries to take a swipe at Yuiza. Arat hears a distinct thwarp sound as Su-Long had reached into like his back satchel and pulled out a fan, and he throws it at the twig blight. It's a boomerang that's flavored as a fighting fan.
Love it.
Does a 23 hit?
That definitely hits.
7 points of bludgeoning damage.
Ouchie. You hit that twig blight with your boomerang, and it goes down. You cleave this thing clear into.
Su-Long just has a hand outstretched. Yuiza, hurry up! And he's reaching into a side pocket and pulls out another fan.
I am doing what I can.
Are you okay by yourself?
If you tell me which way to point, then yes.
If facing that way, there are two at your 10 o'clock.
Thank you.
He will boot scoot boogie this way and close the gap between himself and Yuiza.
Fabulous. Up next, this little friend.
Oh, there's so many twig blights between us.
So many friends to play.
It's alright, Yuiza and Arat are first and second round.
This one will just come out of its tree and move in. And that will be its turn. This one over here will move in as well and take a swipe. Does the 7 hit you?
Sadly, no.
Rip. Next up, we have its little friend. This one's moving in towards Yuiza.
I don't like that.
Does a 14 hit you?
It does not.
All right. Angry shrub sounds from all these twig blights. This one will just... You know what? They're going to stay where they're at and watch. Yuiza, your turn.
So she is going to look at this, the one that tried to attack her. You will hear more than see. I would say probably Arat because his hearing's better. It's like the unsheathing of blades, but it sounds a little too fast and almost like there's a spring to it. As the viewers, you would see some of the arm braces that she's wearing. 2 blades come out from the top, and she's going to just kind of upper strike this twig blight with it, hopefully.
All right.
Let's see. You got a +6. Ooh, a 25.
That definitely hits. Roll that damage.
I'll do it here. 5 points of damage.
Fabulous. That is plenty. That'll take it down.
Mm-hmm. She will move to what's it called? Flank the twig blight that's attacking Su-Long.
Did you have something else?
Yeah, I have 2-weapon fighting. Does that mean that I can attack as a bonus action without adding the modifier to the... Okay, so she's going to do that. And because we're using flanking rules and she has advantage, she can use your sneak attack here. 19 to hit.
That hits.
That's 6 points of damage to this twig blight as she pierces it from the back, so you kind of see a blade kind of go through it. Su-Long.
All right, you take down this this twig blight as well in 1 hit. All right, you are up next.
Hearing the one that moved down, he's going to just sort of pick up his hand with his fingers pinched together, pointed at it. There's like a very faint blue light between his fingers. He just goes, I wouldn't if I were you, and I'm going to hold a cantrip until this thing comes within 5 feet of me. Whatever, let's say 10 feet of me, actually. So if it takes basically a step forward.
All right, that sounds fine.
If at all possible, I'd like to use that as an intimidation to keep it back, but if not, then I'll just stand and hold.
They can't understand common, so go ahead and roll an intimidation check for me.
That is 18.
Okay, let's see. Let me roll for this guy. Okay, you've intimidated it. It rolled a 2. And it's got negative modifiers, so it's fine.
Great. So if it or its friend enters within 10 feet of me, I'm gonna release this Otherwise, I'm just holding it.
All right. Next up, Su-Long.
We have enough bark?
Yep.
Yeah, Su-Long's going to dash over to where they had thrown the fan, grab it off the ground, then run back 10 feet because that's all his movement.
As you do that, a few more players enter the field after all this commotion.
Uh-oh.
Is that your turn?
Do I see them?
Yeah, you see all of them.
Well, that one's within range. I guess I'm losing a boomerang today. The Twig Blight 4 that is dead ahead, if he's able to clock it, just an underarm throw and the fan goes spinning towards it.
Okay, roll to hit.
I don't think a 6 will hit on a natural 1.
It will not.
The fan flies wide and spins into the air, and Su-Long catches it again as it comes back. When a boomerang misses, it comes back to the owner.
Okay, up next. This Twig Blight that is intimidated, not moving anywhere else. It got heckin' scared. You scared a bush. These ones out here, however, will start moving in. And Yuiza, your turn.
She is going to hold her action until one of them attacks. So like goes up to their friends and say, "Are we staying or are we leaving?"
I would like to leave, yes.
Okay, then let's go. And she's just gonna move closer to Arat. But that's her turn. She'll hold her action
Okay, what's the action that you are holding?
to stab.
Okay.
I would like to hold to stab.
Okay. Alright.
Continuing, I'm renewing that holding of the cantrip in that general direction. I was going to go, what's going on?
There are more coming out.
Should I do something?
Probably.
Which direction should I do something?
Can I free action point him?
Yes.
Just point and point in your hand. There you go.
Oh, what the hell? Let's see how this works. And I'm gonna pull a card from the deck.
Alright, let's see what happens.
And I pull, feel, and throw. It is the one of plants. So I throw it forward. So about 30 feet between them and us is going to be difficult terrain all of a sudden. And anything that enters into it has to make a strength check or get snared. So you all see the card go flying, hit the ground, and then just gnarls of spines and twigs and barbs come out of the ground.
How big is the area?
30 feet.
Anything else?
That's all I can do. So I'll just throw the card, it erupts into all that, and just go, hopefully that's enough.
Up next, we have this Twig Blight. And it is going to move in, but it can't quite make it to you, Su-Long. So that will be its turn. Your turn.
Are leaving. I'm going to once again, I'm asking to throw a boomerang at the Twig Blight that I originally threw at.
Go for it.
Does a 13 hit?
That definitely hits.
This time for 4 points of bludgeoning damage.
That is exactly their HP, so you're good.
Oh, good.
You kill it.
I'm never seeing that again. That is his turn.
All right. So many of these are gone. These will begin trying to move in. Can't quite make it.
Anyone that moves into there has to make a strength save of 14.
All right, let's make a save. 15.
So that one's moving
minus 2. So that takes down to a 13.
All right, so that one gets snared.
What does he get?
He gets snared.
And is that the restrained condition?
Yes. They're restrained until they succeed in that roll.
Yuiza.
She is moving with the pack. Let's go.
I will let myself be pulled.
Yeah, I'll move like half. She'll pull Arat with her.
Anything else?
Keep holding her turn. If anyone of them get close by, she will stab.
All right. Arat.
I'll keep holding the cantrip as I let myself get pulled.
Okay. You all can move another 15 feet.
I will chase and bring up the rear.
Fantastic. All right. And then it's the twig blights. This one will move forward a little bit, just curious about where you're going.
We're going home now. Bye. Thanks for hosting. Sorry about your friends.
Sorry about your friends. Bye.
Let's see. Can this one make it save? Oh, 20.
Christ, yeah.
Alright, so he manages to break free and start, moving his way through.
Wonderful.
I pull out a can of herbicide and I just start shaking it aggressively at them.
Yuiza, we're back around to you.
Rinse and repeat. We're moving forward.
Okay.
Yeah. 15 feet. With my buddy in tow.
And same deal for me.
Still keeping him pointed towards them, and just in case they get too close.
Fantastic. Su-Long? Are you moving forward with them as well?
Yes, I'm running down. Running on down. Can I pull out a bottle of Roundup and just start spritzing them as I run?
No, but as you are obviously fleeing, these twig blights are just smart enough to know that whatever was after them and their friends is leaving. So we will go ahead and say that you are all out of combat. And you can start making your way back to the road.
Are we okay?
As we're all running, Su-Long just grabs the scruff of both Yuiza and Arat's collar.
What?
It just sticks his head between their heads. Remember the bear?
I do now.
We're not running towards the bear, I don't believe.
We're running towards the river.
Which is right by the bear.
The bear's much more towards the entryway. I think we are fine until we get close to the entryway. Let's keep moving.
Can I get survival checks from all of you?
She will tell Arat that they're staying back, but we're still moving quite quickly.
16.
Okay.
But math at 18 math number.
Yeah, I got a 9.
All right, you are all able to make it back to the river, but it is much dimmer out for those of you with sight. And it's starting to get a bit chilly. All right, you can tell the temperature's dropping, which means night is coming. It's going to be a little bit more difficult to cross the river and make your way across the slippery stones beneath it when you can't see them.
I have dark vision.
Yeah, okay. Can I get some checks to ford the river? Let's call these dexterity checks.
I got a 13.
Just dex?
Mm-hmm. DC is 10.
Dirty 20.
Okay.
10.
Okay, meets and beats. You're all right. Just barely. Your foot slips a little bit, but Yuiza catches you by the elbow, and somehow Arat just knows that you are about to fall backwards and puts his hands up and steadies you, and you all make it across the river. How do you continue on?
Carefully.
Yeah, carefully, stealthily.
Okay.
Okay, let's be very, very quiet, everyone.
Let's get some stealth checks.
What was that, Yuiza? We need to be quiet? That's a 1.
That's also a 13.
Natural 20 for a 26.
Okay. Good thing that was a group check. You all start making your way through the forest, avoiding tripping, stepping on anything that would crack pop. And you begin making your way back through the woods. Is anyone trying to look for the bear?
No.
I'm keeping eyes out for danger in general.
I am guiding stealthily.
All right. Yuiza, as the guide, give me a Give me a survival check. Su-Long, as you are watching out for danger, give me a perception check.
Okay.
Natural one.
Oh no!
So dice give it me back, take it.
Yuiza, you cannot find the path. You thought you were going in the right direction, but you all have been traveling for longer than you should. And Su-Long, you begin to hear the crunching of something large in the forest up ahead.
I don't know where we're going. I've lost the path. It is very confusing.
Su-Long. Arat hears a deep inhale and exhale from Su-Long. He will stop in his tracks, spin to where he hears the crunching, and hiss to Yuiza, "Center yourself and find the fucking path."
We'll try.
All right. Do you try and help Yuiza find the path?
He is the stopgap between a charging bear, if it is coming, and them. So he cannot help find the path.
It doesn't sound like anything that's charging, but there is definitely something moving ahead.
Arat, can you hear any carts nearby? Can Arat help me?
I'll listen to see if I can hear like anything moving further ahead that's not wood sounds.
Go for it. Roll me perception.
Got a 23.
Perfect. You do hear the sounds of carts and people traveling off in the distance, and you are able to help Yuiza narrow down what the direction is. Yuiza, go ahead and roll that survival check at advantage again.
I have already rolled one, so... okay, cool. Is it survival, you said?
Yes.
15 plus 3, so 18.
Perfect. More than enough. With a little searching and knowing what direction to look in, you do make it back to the road. And whatever was moving about in the woods with you does not come looking for you.
That was so scary, but so cool.
Good job, team.
Yeah.
Well done.
Why about your boomerang?
It's a fan, but
Oh.
actually
Sorry.
it came back to me.
Arat, your magic was super cool.
Thank you. I can't always know what to expect, but I just hope that it is useful when it is.
It was very useful. Your like gnarly like vines trapped one of the little twig guys. Super cool.
Oh, is that what happened?
Yes.
Wonderful.
Super useful. And you hear like as the daggers retreat back into her like bracers.
What is that sound? It's very fast.
I wouldn't suggest touching it, but she'll put a hand on the bracer part so he can kind of feel the mechanism, and she will tilt her wrist down and you can feel like something moving out. Hidden blades.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm. They were a gift.
Most interesting.
Is there any conversation on your way back to town?
I think that was the conversation.
Yeah, that was a conversation.
Afterwards,
back then.
like small talk, like, yeah, those twig blades came out of nowhere, huh? Yeah.
They were really mean.
As you're walking and talking, can I get some perception checks? On the road.
19.
Mm-hmm.
14.
Okay.
5.
Okay. Su-Long, you don't notice this. You're distracted by the slow move of traffic on the road as you are all walking along. But Yuiza and Arat, as you get closer to town and you get past that fork in the road and continue on a little bit further, off to the east in the woods across the way, you see the outline of a well.
I'm guessing I hear the water running again.
And you hear the water running.
Do you hear that, Arat?
Yuiza, you see it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I just want to know I'm not going crazy because I see the well.
Yes, that's not where it was before, is it?
Nope. You see it too, right? So long as you'll point it out.
Su-Long is looking off to the other side of the road where the well isn't.
Moves face.
Oh.
As you turn your head just beyond the tree line, there is the outline of a well.
You know, there's a fairy tale where I'm from of a girl who was cursed, and if you read a certain scroll, well, you get a message, or you hear her voice in the middle of the night, and she whispers 7 days in your ear, and a well starts to stalk you wherever you go. After 7 days, she emerges from the well to take you in.
Well, I certainly didn't read any scrolls.
Well, she can freaking try.
It's just a well by the side of the road.
It wasn't there before.
Because I can do this. I say when the
For
oh no.
comedy's sake, I'm ignoring my Wanderer feature to make this joke.
Okay.
Actually, I can't do that because once I ended the trance, my tooth in that well was destroyed, so it doesn't matter.
Was it?
That's what the rules say.
Could always try.
I'm gonna
See what
try.
Okay. Are you gonna tell your friends?
No. She's just gonna she's just gonna stop for a moment, and you just see her eyes kind of go like black again.
Su-Long leans over to Arat. Yuiza's eyes just went black.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
I don't know. We'll find out.
She's not moving.
As you do this, Yuiza, it is dark, but you are clearly underwater as you look up and see the wood lid of a well that you had opened previously. And that is where we're going to end it tonight. Thank you everyone so much for joining us. We are going to go ahead and go around and say our goodbye. Thank you everyone for joining us for tonight's episode of Luck and Chaos. Don't forget to leave a review on your favorite podcast platform of choice. It really helps our show grow. Arat was played by Zachary Vaudo. Yuiza was played by Alessa Vamp. Fisscourth was played by Abby. Su-Long was played by RJ. And your GM and producer tonight was Sara Roberts. The Luck and Chaos theme, A Twist of Fate, was composed by Sneakernet. Download it now on Bandcamp. Link in the show notes below. Check out our show notes for cast info and links to the third-party content featured in this game. If you'd like to join us for our Patreon-only after show, visit us on patreon.com/thehypegoblin. This show and others like it are made possible by the generous support from our patrons.